Om Shanti. Good morning, Diamond Morning. Om Shanti. Baba's Murli today is the 21st of February 2022. In the essence, Baba says, sweet children, the Father has come to make you children as bodiless as He is. When you become bodiless, you will be able to return home with the Father. Question. By following which of the Father's orders can you become a constant yogi? Answer. The Father's first order is, children, you have to forget your bodies. If you forget them and have the faith that you are souls, you will be able to have constant remembrance of the Father. Always make this one lesson firm. I, the soul, am a resident of the incorporeal world. Through this, the ego of your body will end. If your intellect has no remembrance of bodily beings, you can become a constant yogi. And the song of Baba's Murli, having found you, we have found a whole world. The earth and sky belong to us. Om Shanti. Who said this? The soul said it. Om means I am an embodiment of peace. All of these matters have to be understood. First of all, have the faith that you are a soul. I, the soul, am first, and afterwards I receive this body. Whose child am I? The soul. That of the ocean of peace, the ocean of knowledge, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is ever peaceful. We souls shed our bodies and take others to play our parts. Shiv Baba is without an image. He does not have an image of his own. You have your own images, that is, bodies. You continue to speak. The Father says, I am always without an image. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankara have subtle images, whereas I am without an image. You souls also reside with me in the land beyond sound. Baba, who is without an image, sits and speaks this knowledge to us. You souls listen to him. The Father says, remember me. This is the land of sorrow. People say we are impure, but who made them so impure? The Father did not make you that, did he? You sing the praise of the Father as being the mother and father. All the people of Bharat remember the infinite happiness they receive from him. This is a brotherhood. And when you come into the physical, there is the creation through Brahma, the father of the people. Souls are imperishable, but you cannot say that this is a fatherhood. Sannyasis say, Shiva Om, I am Shiva, and so are you. They say to others, they are Shiva, I'm Shiva, Shiva, and so are you. Or they even say that God is omnipresent. And so everyone becomes the father. This is against the law. Children call out to claim their inheritance of liberation and liberation in life. When you come here, you consider yourselves to be souls and you remember the Father. I am a soul. It is not that I am the Supreme Soul. I am a soul. And we are all children of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. All of you are children of Brahma and grandchildren of Shiva. Everyone remembers the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. People say, "Oh God, the Father." However, if you call him omnipresent, how would you receive the inheritance? On the path of devotion, everyone remembers God. God is only one, and all of you are devotees. There are innumerable brides, but only one bridegroom, the beloved. He is the father of, and all the rest are children. He is the father, and all the rest are children. Therefore, do not remember anyone else. The Father's orders are, "O children, do not even remember this body. Consider yourselves to be souls." The soul says, "I am sorrowful and degraded." There is no deity kingdom here. 5,000 years ago in Bharat, there used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. As were the king and queen, so were the subjects. All were very happy. There was never untimely death, and there were very few people in existence. The people of Bharat have all forgotten that their Bharat was previously heaven. They even speak of heavenly God the Father. The incorporeal world cannot be called heaven. Remember that we souls are residents of the incorporeal world. You should not remember anyone else. Renounce body consciousness. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. The Kumbh Mela is not the beautiful meeting of the confluence age. The confluence is the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. The Iron Age is the impure world, where not a single being is pure. Baba says, though there are the great souls too, not a single one of them is pure. All of them say that this world is impure. People go to the Kumbh to become pure. They bathe in the Ganges, so surely they must be impure. Sages and holy men all go there to become pure. The Father says, "I come when there is a lot of degradation and when people are experiencing a lot of sorrow. I come and uplift all of them. I come to uplift the stone intellects as well as the sages and holy men, etc., because they are not pure souls. There isn't anyone pure in the impure world, and there isn't anyone impure in the pure world. That is the law. Sages and holy men do not consider themselves to be great souls. They consider themselves to be God. They say, "Shiva Om, I am Shiva." The ancient great souls used to say that God is infinite. That is, He is the creator and His creation are infinite. In that case, how could He take you to the land of Nirvana? They do not know that Bharat was liberated in life. At that time, there were no other religions. There were just those of the Sun and Moon dynasties. Those of the Sun dynasty changed and became part of the Moon dynasty. They had to take rebirth. They take 84 rebirths, not 8.4 million rebirths. That is a great lie. There is the day of Brahma and the night of Brahma, and so there has to be 84 births. The Father sits here and explains, "Now, do not remember anyone else. I, the soul, am a child of the most beloved, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul." Do not think that all are forms of God. That is impossible. This is the one mistake people have made. The Father is one, and all the rest are the children. All souls are brothers. Then when you enter a body, you call the father of the people Brahma, the great, great grandfather. First of all, there are Brahmins. The variety form image has been shown in Bharat. Brahmins are the top knot, the highest on high children of God. You have now become God's children. You have now become grandsons and granddaughters of Shiv Baba, children of Brahma. All souls are children of Shiv Baba. You are receiving the inheritance from Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is the one who fills your aprons, whereas Maya is the one who empties them. It is sung that the purifier is Sita's Rama. However, people have the Silver Age Rama and Sita in their intellects. But God, the Supreme, Shiv Baba, is also called Rama. So he's referring to himself as Rama in this context. You children know the golden and silver ages are the land of happiness. There is no name or trace of sorrow there. The purifier, the father of all, is only one. Here people even go to the Hanuman temple and say, "You are the mother and father." How could that be possible? The bestower of salvation for all, the purifier, is only one. He is the ocean of knowledge. Rivers that emerge from an ocean are simply water. Water cannot be the purifier. It is not said in any other land that by bathing in water you can become pure and attain liberation. It is not possible. One is liberation and the other is liberation in life. There is only one who is the bestower of salvation and liberation. This is the impure world. The people of Bharat know that 5,000 years ago, there used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in Bharat. There were no other lands then. You have forgotten the aspect of 5,000 years. All the other lands came into existence later. There is so much expansion now. Children, always remember that when you are listening to Baba, you must not think that it is this Dada or Brahma speaking. Shiv Baba, who is the creator of all, sits here and explains the significance of creation. Rishis and Munis have been saying that God is infinite and that they do not know Him. Since you Brahmins have the faith that Baba is giving you the knowledge of himself and creation, you are theists. He makes you Trikaldarshi. Rishis and Munis are not Trikaldarshi. The Father says, even deities are not Trikaldarshi. Only you Brahmins are Trikaldarshi, that is, ones who know the three aspects of time. This is the top knot of Brahmins. The new creation is created through Brahma. You are the most elevated. You are making Bharat the most elevated of all by following the Father's Srimad. Srimad comes from God, not Krishna. Krishna is not the purifier. The purifier is only one. He is the Father of all. Always remember that you souls are listening through your organs. Be soul conscious. I give you souls this knowledge. This is why it is remembered that when the Sadguru gives the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. He is the purifying, the bestower of salvation. The Father creates the children, becomes their teacher, and educates them, and then becomes their guru and grants them salvation. Only the one Father, who is the bestower of salvation, sends us into salvation. You children are studying in order to go to the new world, that is, to change from humans into deities. This impure human world will end, and it will become the world of deities. At present, although people worship deities, they do not know that they definitely belong to the deity religion. Excuse. The religion is said to be that of the one they worship. The religion is said to be that of the ones they worship. The people of Bharat used to have the original eternal deity religion. It used to be heaven. Now, people say that human beings take 8.4 million births. People, Baba says, do all of them take so many births? If there were to be hundreds of thousands of births, you would need such a long cycle. This predestined play is created according to the drum. Whatever has passed is the drum. Only you children know the incorporeal world and the subtle region. You children are Swaradarshan Chakradhari. Those people say that Vishnu is Swaradarshan Chakradhari. The Father explains the two forms of Vishnu, Lakshmi and Narayan, are not Swaradarshan Chakradhari. Only you Brahmins are Swaradarshan Chakradhari. There is such a lot of difference. Those people have said that Krishna had a Swaradarshan Chakra, which he used on the battlefield, and that the Kauravas were killed by it. However, deities can never perform violence. They are doubly non-violent. Neither do they have any vices, nor do they battle. The greatest violence is to make one another drink poison, to use the sword of lust. The Father says, you have been experiencing sorrow through that, from the beginning, through the middle, to the end. In the golden age, they didn't use the sword of lust. It was the viceless kingdom. They were full of all virtues, completely viceless, and followed the highest code of conduct. There was no violence. At this time, it is the kingdom of Ravan. The five vices are omnipresent, whereas people say that God is omnipresent. For what use are the planes, etc., that have been invented through science in the last 100 years? They are being tried out. All of those things will be useful to you in the future. Everything will be destroyed through them at this time, and they will then be used to give happiness. Here, there is happiness as well as sorrow. This is called the pump of Maya. It is good if destruction takes place. People call out, purifier, come. What should I come and do? Baba, come and establish heaven once again so that we can attain happiness. They call out to Baba like this, Baba, come and establish heaven once again so we can attain happiness. The Father explains, children, this play is predestined. The Father creates the land of happiness, and then Ravan makes it into the land of sorrow. From the land of silence, souls first go to the land of happiness. It is only pure souls who come. At present, all souls are impure. This is why they remember Baba and call out to him. The Father is also bound by the bondage of the drowned. The Father says, I have come when everyone is experiencing sorrow. This is the confluence of the end of the Iron Age and the beginning of the Golden Age. People have the Kumbh Mela at the confluence. It is a meeting of the ocean and rivers of water. You say this is the confluence of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, with us souls. Baba does not have a body of his own. The Father says, children, I definitely need a body to give you knowledge. Otherwise, how could I speak? This is why I adopt you. You have now personally come in front of God through Brahma. You know that you are the children of God. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul asks, how can I come? Whom should I enter? I definitely have to come into the impure world in an impure body. All of you are now ugly, meaning impure. The Father says, all of you are beautiful, meaning pure. You have now become ugly. The name of all of you is Sham Sundar, the ugly and beautiful. You have now become ugly. Krishna is called Sham Sundar. Bharat was truly beautiful, and Bharat was truly beautiful in the beginning. It was golden aged, and the elements were first class. There were no kidnapped or crippled people there. Krishna is the number one Sham Sundar soul. Shiv Baba takes the support of this one's body, that is Brahma's body, and makes him, as well as you children, beautiful from ugly. Acha, okay. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana, points to practice for today. First point, we Brahmins are the highest, top knot. Stay in this intoxication and do the service of making Bharat the most elevated by following truth. Be theists and make others the same. The second point, renounce any ego of the body and become soul conscious. Make full effort to become those without an image, in brackets, bodiless. Baba's blessing for today. May you be an image of experience who has experienced every power and virtue through your elevated effort. The greatest authority is experience. Just as you think and say the soul is an embodiment of peace and an embodiment of happiness, in the same way, experience each virtue and power and become lost in those experiences. When you say embodiments of peace, then being that form, let yourself and others experience peace. You speak of the powers, but let that power and virtue be experienced at the right time. To be an image of experience is a sign of elevated effort. so increase your experiences. And the slogan for today, with the experience of perfection, become a contented soul, and there will be no name or trace of lack of attainment. I shall repeat the slogan. With the experience of perfection, become a contented soul, and there will be no name or trace of lack of attainment. Om Shanti. Do have a powerful day by being bodiless and remembering the One Father.